So, one of the things that most people actually wonder once in their life, or, maybe like a few instances in their life, which is what do they actually want to do with their life? Do they actually want to just stay just financially secure with a guaranteed paycheck that comes from a job, which the payment is pretty decent. It's not too much, but it's like pretty comfortable. And some people actually take risks, big risks, and actually open businesses and stuff, which has very less chance of actually getting that successful. And that's what I see with people is, to the most average person, the most sensible thing and the most passive thing to do is just stay where they want to stay, just be comfortable with the paycheck that is kind of always guaranteed, and you can, especially when you have families and childrens and stuff, it is much harder to actually just be the kind of the guy be kind of a guy that takes a lot of risks, and puts a family in kind of the situation, if he loses everything, like each and every member of the family will suffer if he's the main source of income, which is kind of the case right now, especially in third world countries. It is kind of the case, and maybe also in first world countries too. You know, the guy is actually supposed to be the breadwinner, which is okay, you know, but that definitely comes with a risk. So they don't want to take that. So because of that, they actually settle for something which is much safe. But with that is like your income is kind of capped, because that's kind of the amount you're gonna get. Maybe you do get a promotion, which will definitely increase your income, but it's like usually it's always kind of on the same range. It's not gonna improve drastically. You're not gonna make $1 million a month by doing that. And the thing with business is like there's a big chance that you actually don't make a single penny from the business that you actually thought would work, right? There's a big risk of that, and that's why many people don't take that risk. Many people just stay where they want to stay, which is just you know a 9 to 5, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you kind of are capped. Your income is capped. In a way, your life is kind of capped as well. You do get comfortable with the job, and when you get really comfortable with the job, the bills are getting paid, and you're living a decent life, good enough to just pass by, and your kids are growing up, and this and that. Like, even if the job has no purpose, it kind of feels meaningless to you. You're essentially working for someone else. It's like you don't really care about that. It's like you don't enjoy your work, but when the paycheck comes, it's like it's like you forget about all the stress that actually you had during the time that you worked before the paycheck came, right? So that's the problem with that. And you know business is tough, and you don't get day offs with businesses, and especially something that you actually started, you know whether that's a YouTube channel or something which is you're the own boss kind of stuff. It is pretty hard, but with that it's like you do kind of get to choose what you want to do with that. Maybe you want to change something, and that obviously comes with its own problems and consequences, but usually you kind of get to do what you want. That's kind of the way I prefer, because yes, there's a big risk, and you might actually take your family to this point where you guys are miserable, but that also comes with good financial decisions, which if you educate yourself pretty well, you might actually avoid those problems. But essentially, to actually start or like rise in a business, it takes a lot of time, efforts, and consistency, which most people, to be honest, cannot really do, you know. And I don't even know myself that if I actually can do something like that. So yeah, that's actually what came to my mind today.